China is known as one of the most futuristic countries in the whole entire world, but here in Guangzhou they have one of the most unique pieces of infrastructures we've ever seen. But before we get into that, check out this amazing view here along the Pearl River. We've got all these stunning skyscrapers, the lovely bridge in the background, and what a difference it makes to be here in the heat, Alan.
Oh my god, it's so nice to be here and it's a normal temperature. Usually I've got like 7 layers on and it's like windy and freezing. Yeah, nice to be here in summertime, much more manageable.
On this trip to China, we are simplifying one of the issues we face while travelling, which is data connectivity. Normally when you arrive at the airport, you have to go through immigration, baggage reclaim, before finding a local SIM card store. And usually you have to stand in a long queue, hand them your passport, and 10 times out of 10 you have to pay in cash, which can be very confusing if it's your first time using the local currency. But luckily in 2024 there are eSIMs with Airlo, and most modern phones, especially my iPhone, have the ability to install eSIMs 100% digitally. Airlo lets you keep your original home phone number, so I don't have to change my phone number when travelling from country to country. They have different data plans for over 200 countries and regions, so you can be connected no matter where you travel. Install Airlo today so you can stay connected no matter where you travel, and use our codes AlanShannon3 to get $3 off your data plan. The best part about using the app is you can keep track of how much data you've used, rather than second guessing and running out in the middle of the street and having to run to the local store to top it up. With the app you can reload at any time and it will be done instantly. Install Airlo today so you can stay connected no matter where you travel, and use our codes AlanShannon3 to get $3 off your data plan.
Right over here is a completely driverless bus. So let me go and show you how this works. So these things here, this one here and this here, basically work as the eyes of the bus, I think, and I hope. And this is kind of the wheel which controls the bus. Not entirely sure. Let's see what the back looks like. Yeah, same at the back. There's like eyes here and here, and another little sensor up here. This is crazy. I've never been in a vehicle that is not manned before. I don't know if this feels safer or more dangerous. How unbelievably cool is that? Doesn't look very big. I mean, look at the size of the queue here. So I'm not actually sure if we're going to get on this one, but the guy here is very helpful. He said there's one every 25 minutes, so if we need to wait, not to worry. Wow, are you excited?
Yeah, I can't believe this. This is like something you dreamt of when you were like 5 years old. In the future there's going to be self-driving cars, and here we are, about to get on one. It's
like flying cars, self-driving cars, all that thing. This is so cool, and look how many windows there are, so you can see it out in like full 360 degrees.
Here? There we are. Well, here we are, we're on this self-driving bus. It is so tiny, you can only fit 6 people in at a time. Look at the size of these windows. You can just see everything as we're passing through the city. I think it just does like a wee 30-minute loop. We'll come back here, so excited for this.
As you'll see right in front, there is a steering wheel and 2 pedals, so I'm guessing that is in case like an emergency they have to stop or swerve out the way. Oh, seatbelts on, and it looks like a little spaceship inside. They've got little LEDs. I wonder if maybe these change colour or maybe not, and above a nice bright white light. And you'll see here the steering wheel actually turns on its own. He's not even touching anything at all. This is crazy. I wonder what happens when we actually change lane. I wonder if we can tell how fast we're going. Oh, up here, look. 27, 28, 29, 30 kilometers an hour. It's pretty fast. This is the strangest thing ever.
Look just how straight this the bus is actually driving. Like, it's not even moving a tiny bit. Driving on this lane here that is pretty straight. And look at this view we've got of the city. Proper 360-degree view. Right, let's see if it goes in time. 1 second till the green light. And right on time.
Look, you can see the steering wheel just turning as well.
So you can see on the TV here when cars or objects get close, it kind of goes red, and then I think blue is the safe distance. There we have like red warning, so it's starting to slightly tilt towards the right here. So obviously there is a staff member on here, which I think is required just to make sure nothing goes wrong, but I like that he's sitting with his hands face up on his lap just to prove that he's not controlling anything at all that you'll see here. Almost like he's meditating. Quite an easy job, but you'll have to stay switched on just in case. Wonder if anything has went wrong yet. Doubt it.
They don't drive so quickly. You'll see most things going by do overtake, so I don't think we went over 30 kilometres an hour yet, but very, very smooth. And I don't know if you can see up on the screen, we'll show it when we get off. It says 76%. The battery level is just the same way that your phone says. Yeah. So that must be how much charge the bus has. This is so cool. And look, the bus has just stopped because we've came up behind this cyclist here, who's in our way unfortunately, but the bus stops.
Completely?
Yeah, literally. We have literally stopped. Oh.
Stop.
Oh, that's because we're at a bus stop. Oh, never mind. So there's even little USB sockets to charge your phone on the bus, so you can do everything on here. It's so cool, isn't it?
They'll use power though. For the driving, we're already down at 74%. We've lost 5%.
God. Imagine you ran out. Here we are. 15 minutes, little loop, and it cost 2 RMB, so like 20 pence. But look, you'll see the battery up top, the speed, and every risk is either red or blue. See you, thank you. Well, how cool was that?
That was amazing. I think my favourite thing about that is you kind of get to see how like the technology behind it works. Like there's obviously a certain distance between cars, people, objects that the bus has to stay, and it was so silent obviously because it was electric, and the big windows were an absolute bonus because you could see absolutely everything. It was crystal clear.
Is that the future of transport? I don't know. Don't really know if China needs them. It seems like a bit of a gimmick, but maybe China should just donate all of these to Bangladesh, because they would be much more of use in Bangladesh than here in China. The roads here are fine. I don't know. Do they need them?
Probably not, but it is cool. And there was loads of people there waiting. It's obviously now some like a tourist attraction here in the city. I absolutely loved it.
It is very cool. It's also our second driverless vehicle we've been on in China. We've had the driverless tram, which was hanging in Wuhan, and this, so see if we can find another one. I wonder if there's driverless taxis in China that we'll stumble across, but yeah, that was really cool. I really enjoyed that.
Now if anyone's in Guangzhou and wants to take a shot on the driverless bus, if you get the metro to Canton Tower, take exit A, and just behind this bridge, under the bridge here, you'll be able to hop on the bus. Very worth it if you're here in the city. Not very often will you get to go on a driverless bus. So we decided to walk towards this bridge here, just to try and cross it, because you'll get a nice view of the river, the Canton Tower, the nice skyscrapers around, but it looks like you need a ticket to cross this bridge. It says please show your reservation code to cross the bridge, which seems a bit strange. I've never saw that before, but we're going to see if we can try and do it. It's usually pretty difficult because everything's in Chinese, but Alan, do the honours.
There's also opening and closing times of this bridge. I've never seen that anywhere in the world. Like, you had a ticket and an opening time for a bridge to cross a river.
I mean, it's a nice bridge, but it's not anything special. It's kind of like a normal bridge.
I have no idea what this one says. We'll guess it wasn't that one. Not Alipay QR code. Okay, let's go up here and see if we can get across the bridge.
Yeah, look here. Make an appointment and wait in line. This is the bridge here.
I am confused.
I have WeChat here, but I don't know how this is going to work with booking 2 people, since this is just going to come up in my name, but we'll try scanning with this. I have no idea.
Wait, I can translate. We are using 2 devices to try and cross a bridge. This is just ridiculous. Sometimes things get a little bit complicated. You need your passport and we need to use 2 devices to get across the Pearl River, but we're now committed, so we will make sure we get across this bridge. Okay, scrap that. Put our passport number in, it doesn't work. Must be only for Chinese people. Unfortunately, we are not going to cross this bridge, but should we find another bridge?
I'm sure we can find another bridge. I wonder why that's like that. I've noticed it's only like a walking bridge, but it's not very like tourist friendly, considering it has to be WeChat, which is a lot more difficult to try and download and set up than Alipay. So it would definitely be much easier if you could do it through Alipay than WeChat.
Or you could just walk over it like any other bridge.
Now it is time to get some lunch, Cantonese food, probably one of our favourite in China, and we've came across this little shop here, which you can see has pictures around the restaurant, which is exactly what me and Alan require, because we can just point at exactly what we want to eat. So let's go. On our 3rd trip to China, we finally figured out how to order correctly in the restaurant. So each table has a QR code, and what you do is you use your Alipay here, scan the QR code. It actually comes up with a full menu here with prices and pictures, which means that we don't have to rely on Google Translate, because as we've said before, it's not very accurate. Sometimes you think you're getting chicken and you get fish, so it's not accurate. At least here we can see if we're getting soup, if we're getting dry noodles, if we're getting rice, and it's much easier for us because we usually just were like, oh, that looks nice, can we get that? So now we're kind of pushing ourselves to try different dishes, and everything that we've tried so far since we came back has been absolutely delicious. So the best thing about using this QR code to order is you can actually pay directly with your Alipay. It comes off straight away before you've got your food. Means once you're finished you can just leave, which is probably much better for me and Alan, because we never actually know the prices of the things that we're ordering when we're pointing at the menu, and it saves the staff like from coming away from behind the kitchen to tell us how much our order is.
Now, we had a similar thing to this in the UK during COVID, but we completely scrapped it. But I cannot believe it's took our 3rd trip in China to actually realise ordering food can be made so much easier, but you've got to learn as you go along sometimes, don't you? We've actually picked a really good restaurant. Just by chance, we can see the guy literally tossing the noodles about. I've never seen this before. This is incredible. It's mad to think that's what noodles start from. I wonder if when he pulls them, it separates them out. I always thought they chopped noodles like that, and that's how they got them into fine strips. But no, look at him tossing them away. Cheers to you.
Is that how you thought noodles were made?
Absolutely not. I thought they were rolled out and chopped into little strips. That's so cool. It's like almost like an art.
And straight in.
I am fascinated by that. That is so cool.
Wow, this is yours, Alan?
This is mine.
Wow.
That is like a healthy plate of food, isn't it?
It does, very hearty.
I went for like kind of like beef and potato with veg noodles. Let's try a little bit of beef with potato. You don't often see potato on menus in Asia, so when they're there you've got to grab them. There we go, get a bit there. It's got a nice kind of orangey colour to it, so I'm not sure what to expect. There's a lot of cumin in there. That's quite spicy, but like a peppery way. It's delicious, but if you see behind me, the sun is shining and it's really hot today, so I was actually trying to avoid anything spicy, so maybe made the wrong decision here, but it is absolutely delicious, and you get a little bowl of soup. That's my favourite thing about eating in Asia. You get these little bowls of clear soup for free. But also look at the amount of noodles that are here, and look at these.
Wow.
Wow.
They're so long and stringy.
Well, this will set us up for the day.
This looks absolutely delicious. We've got a fried egg, some bits of pak choy, and then some like minced beef, I'm assuming, with onions and peppers. This looks absolutely fantastic. Again, look at these noodles just all sticking together. I'm just going to go for it. Apologies. Wow. Again, like Alan's, it's like, it's not like the sort of Chinese flavour you get from like soy sauce, things like that. It's very more like herbs and spices. You can see they're kind of sticking to the outside of the noodles here. Very peppery. Just a very hearty meal. Like, it tastes like something that you would get back home, but one thing I love is the sauce from the meat is just sticking to these noodles because they're so freshly cooked. And look at that pool. I'm never going to be able to eat this.
There's just such a difference between eating like dry noodles that have just been chucked in water and fresh noodles. They almost taste completely different, and the texture is so different. They're so thick and they're just so much nicer to eat.
Clear plate all round. That was absolutely delicious. Each meal cost £2. And one thing I love about how fresh the food is here, considering how much noodles we had on our plate, it doesn't make you feel like bloated or that you want to go and lie down. It actually feels like it gives you energy because they're completely freshly made. Absolutely delicious.
And if you're in Guangzhou, this is a good food spot for you. I have no idea what it's called and I have no idea where it is, but if you can read Chinese, there you are. So the last time we were in China, we mentioned that toilets were difficult to find. Now we've just got on the metro, and up there's a QR code to get toilet information, and all the way along this map there is like in-station toilet, outside station toilet and nursery. You see like all the way along here. I have no idea how we managed to miss that, and actually we've now noticed when we're walking there's toilets literally everywhere. I've got no idea.
I have no idea. We must have just been daydreaming, too busy looking at the skyline.
Oh, to be fair, like we didn't know they were there, so we didn't know to look for them, but yeah, problem solved.
Now, when we were out for the food tour the other night, Chris told us that McDonald's are currently doing durian ice cream, so it's only right that we try it. I think we can get a mix with vanilla and durian and a complete durian ice cream. What are we going for, Alan?
I think we just go for a full durian.
You can actually smell it. It's got that very unique, I don't even know how to
just
describe the smell.
overpowers
It
everything.
smells of durian. Oh look, durian and mango. Durian mango chocolate.
I'll go for durian and mango. 2 ice cream cones for £1 is alright, isn't it?
Very good. No idea how we're going to know when it's our order. Look, all the orders in front of us. Alan, do you know how to read this number in Chinese?
I have no idea. And the smell in here, I am so hungry.
Do we pass it to the man actually?
Yeah, maybe.
Here we are. Don't think I'm ready for this.
See you, see you.
Now we need to eat this fast. This is melting. I don't know if we're cheating by getting mango flavour with the durian. Maybe. You can really smell it. I think it's the yellow one.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. That is so weird.
I rate that. That is delicious. I don't like that.
No, it's disgusting, I have to say. Durian is my least favourite fruit in the whole entire world. It doesn't matter what I've tried it with. I've tried it on its own, with cheese, ice cream flavour. It's just it's very weird flavour, and even the texture it leaves on your tongue, I really don't like that.
I absolutely love that. It's just got such an exotic fruity taste to it. I'm impressed. Do you not honestly not like that?
No, I don't.
That's fantastic. If you are in McDonald's China, get this. Don't listen to Shannon, she has no idea what she's talking about. It's just fantastic. Trying different things at McDonald's when you're travelling is like the best thing about travelling anyway, so oh well. Halfway found this and it was only 50p, so absolute bargain for a good ice cream.
I managed to eat round this by eating only the vanilla side. Now Alan, you can have this very messy durian side.
There's not much left of it, you've actually like trimmed the wafer cone.
I love the wafer.
You're like, what is that? Oh, I don't care. Oh. By the way, I don't really like ice cream, so that says something about how good this is. Delicious. So here we have literally the holy grail of Asian street food.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
The Chinese hamburger. Look inside there. Oh my god. It's like stovies. So back in Scotland this is called stovies. It's like a pot with sausages. Basically all the leftovers put in. Oh, look at that. There's bits of hot dog, potato, everything's in there. And I wish you could smell the smell of this pot. That is absolutely outrageous.
Chili?
Yes, yes. Good. And a wee bit of heat. Why not?
Little bit.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I have honestly been craving the Chinese hamburger for so long. It's not really like a burger, it's more like a Sunday lunch leftover, something you shove in a sandwich.
Mini steak pie.
Literally. Look at that big bit of beef and all this in there. A little bit of lettuce.
Wow. That's incredible.
Oh, and a little bit of gravy just to top it off. See ya. Here we go. This is the cheapest Chinese hamburger we've had. This was 90 RMB, so just under £1. It's in a different bread roll than it usually comes in, but I'm a bit nervous about the chilies that have been put into it, but let's go. It smells insane. Oh man, that is so tasty. It's like roast beef inside a sandwich, and those chilies are getting very, very hot. It's building up right now. But Shannon, are you wanting a little bite of this?
Go for it.
Oh man, this is one of the best things you can eat in China.
Yeah, I feel like the Chinese hamburger and bao buns are like the ultimate Chinese snack. I think I'll go for this side. Look how many chilies are over there.
Don't leave them for me.
Yep. That is just a very hearty snack, very tender meat. First time we've had it with hot dog in it. I don't know if I would have that again, but you don't really taste it, to be honest, because everything's chopped very, very finely. But it's just amazing that you can just pick this up right at the side of the metro station. Absolutely incredible. Very, very salty, the meat, in a good way though. I think it's probably the sort of gravy that it's cooked in, and it's very, very tender when it's broken up. And of course they put the extra gravy on top, which was a nice touch.
I am stealing this and taking this back to Scotland. This is too good to be kept in China. Oh, just look at that. That is so bloody tasty.
It is so nice to be back in China. Nice clean pathways, wide pathways. Makes such a difference being here when it's sunny as well, and it's just been such a nice day to get back and about in it, eating some good food, getting around the tourist attractions. It's been a really great first day here back in China.